Even though vaccine rollout is gaining momentum in many countries, self-isolating still remains a very real prospect as a way to arrest the spread of COVID-19. Will you be traveling soon? And will you be facing the possibility of a self-isolation period? Do you feel distressed already thinking about it? My name is Andrew and I'm here to tell you that it's not as bad as you think. In this video, I'm going to share with you 5 things I've learned from my own self-isolation in London to hopefully make it less distressing of an experience for you if you ever have to go through one. I traveled to London in mid-March and I had to go through 10 days of self-isolation, but disclaimer, I shared the apartment with my wife Christine, so actually for me, it's not really as bad as self-isolating alone. But still, there are some similarities. Here are the 5 things I've learned from 10 days of self-isolation. And the first and most obvious, of course, is that boredom can be beat. So if you're like me, one of the first things that jump to mind when the thought of self-isolation comes in is that it's chill days, Netflix, wake, eat, sleep, repeat, stress-free days. The truth is that that's only good for 2 or 3 days. After that, boredom starts to set in, especially when you look out the window and you see blue skies, nice days. You kind of wonder how long it will take for you to get out there. But there are a number of things that you can do to address boredom. So you don't have to be miserable. Can you read a chapter or 2 every day? Perhaps listen to a new podcast. Or perhaps try your hand at cooking. Or learn a new skill through the many free courses available online. You could even start every day with a new routine and learn how you can do other things to optimize your day. Number 2, watch your online spending. So brands these days, as we all know, are making it ever easier for customers to get their hands on their products. With just a few clicks, you can have a new purchase practically every day. And there is, of course, that dopamine rush when a knock comes on the door or the bell rings and your new parcel arrives. It's so exciting to receive one, especially if you know it's coming. So if you're like me, it starts with just a check. Let me check what's on sale. Let me check what the latest is of this particular product. And before you know it, click. Add to cart. And that's exactly where the excitement is. Adding a new thing to the cart. Been there, done that. The stronger the temptation is to shop when you're bored, the higher the likelihood that it's something that you don't actually need. So take a deep breath, pull back, and turn your attention to something else. Number 3, if your work allows you to, working from home has its own advantages. So we've all heard of the blurring of the boundaries and lines between home and work, and it does have its cons. However, for me, working from home had 3 pluses. First is the convenience of Zoom outfits. Second is food when you wanted it. And third, flexibility of the working schedule. So you probably already know what a Zoom outfit is, but for those who don't, when I say Zoom outfits, you've all probably seen those memes on TV about having a nice shirt and very casual or comfortable bottoms. And that's exactly what I mean. It's so convenient to be able to just grab a shirt and not have to worry about getting into office trousers and shoes for your Zoom meetings. The flexibility of schedule has allowed me to work when I'm most creative and energetic, therefore helping my productivity a lot. It also gave me the chance, because I was more productive, to knock off a few items of my weekend to-do list and allocate that time for something else. And having food when you want it, I think that's self-explanatory. It's just so convenient to keep your energy levels up with the food that you need, all within easy reach. Number 4, a short workout every day does lift your mood. If you're someone like me who works out at the gym or exercises outdoors quite regularly, the thought of self-isolating can be a little bit troubling. The level of energy and enthusiasm does drop because there's nowhere else to go, but it doesn't have to be a sedentary lifestyle. You can look up short workouts on YouTube and stay fit. The idea is not to have a day with zero exercise at all. And I guarantee you that this will lift your mood. My high school classmates and I have this monthly challenge. It's a different challenge every month, and I gladly embrace this for 10 days with gusto on top of the floor exercises I did from YouTube. Number 5, watch your meal portions and your snacks. Slowing down the pace, having food within easy reach, and not having to rush through your meals can be the perfect ingredients for some weight gain. I'm guilty of that. So I had my favorite snacks and my favorite food all within easy reach, and before I knew it, I was almost 3 kilograms heavier. Fortunately for me, I am no stranger to losing weight, and I got back into my normal weight after a few weeks. But if I had to do it all over again, I would start with a stronger resolve to stick to my usual calorie intake. So I know I said I'd give you 5 lessons, but there's one more, and this to me is really the most important. And that is, I was mistaken to assume that I would have the most acute level of safety consciousness. So at the time I left for London, back in Brunei, where I live and work, there has been no community spread for a year. 1 year of no community spread. So at the time, people were not wearing masks. We could go about living a pre-pandemic life for the most part. But not having been ever outside of Brunei and having watched COVID spread around the world and seeing how this has impacted a lot of lives, I thought to myself how societies who classified themselves other than low risk would have been very used to health measures and practices that it would have become very second nature to them. So I had to go out there with the mentality that I should really protect myself. Imagine my surprise and relief when I got home, and the first thing that I was asked to do is leave my shoes at the door, wipe down my luggage. No hugging, no kissing. Remember, this was a year before I saw Christine again. So, must sanitize first. What's another 20 minutes, right? After not seeing each other for a year. So I'd love to hear what you think, especially if you yourself have undergone your own form of quarantine. Tell me what you think in the comments below. And if you found this video useful, please give it a like and share it with your friends. And while you're at it, do subscribe for more travel and outdoor related videos, especially as we emerge from the pandemic. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.